Hello there. You're listening to the Sort Yourself Out podcast. This week, we're discussing how to get out of analysis paralysis and make that dang decision. I'm your host, Janine Hunt, natural health therapist for over 30 years, hypnotherapist, lifelong student, and spiritual seeker. I like to seek out the most effective practices and techniques that provide the greatest bang for my buck and the fastest route to freedom from whatever is holding us back. I can't wait to share with you these powerful techniques so that you too can sort yourself out, know deeper meaning in your life, and best of all, a sense of inner peace. So let's get started. Well, hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today. I bet there have been times in your life where you've had an important decision to make, but you hummed and you hawed and you hummed and you hawed, and you just didn't know what the right thing was. Or you made a decision or thought you had, and then you flip-flopped around, started doubting yourself and the decision you made, and you changed your mind, and then you wondered if that was a good idea. It can be so tricky sometimes to make that decision, to know what is best. But if we don't want to get stuck in analysis paralysis, then we've just got to get out of our own way, choose something according to our best and highest feeling about it at the time, and make the leap. Now, I was in this position myself recently. As you may know, for many months now, I've been creating a new membership site full of practices and techniques to help people uplift their well-being. And I had to decide on a name so that I could get the ball rolling and create a wait list for interested people to sign up to. And I was that person, humming and hawing. I had a name I really liked, but I also had a few reservations about using it. And in the end, I decided against it. And in the absence of anything better, I decided to call it the Inner Circle. Now, I was happy-ish with this name, but I kind of felt like I'd settled for it. It was a bit generic for my liking, and it also threw up difficulties for me around obtaining a domain name and being able to host my membership in the way I wanted on its own site, things that I needed to do for technical and functional reasons. So the inspiration cloud innercircle.com was too long and unwieldy. Janine'sInnerCircle.com just sounded dodgy, quite frankly, sent my inner adolescent cackling. So my decision was not without its misgivings, but at the time I had to go with something. So Inner Circle it was. But as time went on, that sense of it being a rather generic name and of settling was sitting increasingly uncomfortably with me. The reasons I had for not wanting to use a name I liked better seemed relatively insignificant in comparison to launching the biggest thing I've ever done in my life and what I truly feel is my life's work and my raison d'etre with a name that I wasn't 100% happy with. So recently, despite having used the Inner Circle for many months now, I decided to change my mind and change the name to what I originally wanted to call it, but didn't. So, do you want to know what it is? Okay, here it is. The name of my new membership, which I will be launching in the near future, I promise, is the Better Than Happy Zone. Now, this felt so much more descriptive to me, and I know that that idea of better than happy resonates with my listeners and clients. And I felt a big sense of relief when I made that decision. The unease that I'd been feeling about the name Inner Circle lifted. So the feeling an option gives you is a really important indicator to the path you should take. So stay tuned, because in a moment I'm going to be sharing a quick practice that can help you to move beyond indecision and make the right choice according to the feeling that an option gives you. First, here are some ways to help you make the right decision and avoid dealing with regret and self-doubt down the line. Firstly, listen to the little angel on your shoulder, not the little devil. Let your conscience guide you. That is what it's there for. This way, you will be making a decision that is in alignment with your values. And that's a big, important thing. Next, listen to your hopes. If you had to flip a coin to decide, ask yourself if you would feel disappointed should a particular option win the toss. Now, you can always go the old route of writing a list of pros and cons to help you get some clarity. But if you do this, I still recommend that you run your eventual decision through the coin toss test to verify that you actually want that outcome. It can also be helpful to cast your mind into the future to look at what the consequences of a particular choice might be. And perhaps if the decision is not urgent, you can just sit with it a while. Send it to the back of your mind where it can percolate away, and see if in the coming weeks an idea comes that gives you greater clarity or guides you to lean one way or another, or perhaps some other opportunity will unfold that leads you to choose a specific path. You just need to keep your mind open to these possibilities and open to new insights arriving, and then act when the moment arrives. And as I discussed in a recent podcast about the one thing you need to improve your life, I think it was episode 46, just decide about the thing that is in front of you right now. It might be a decision about the first step or stage of a complex project. But to avoid overwhelm, work with that next step and take things one by one. This is so important to avoid decision fatigue, where you just burn out and want to crawl under the table and rock and suck your thumb, or hit the bottle, or attack the cookie jar, whatever your poison. Just take it step by step. So you've heard the saying that done is better than perfect? Well, this definitely applies here. Perfection is unlikely, if not impossible. So to avoid analysis paralysis or decision fatigue, aim for done and cross that baby off your list. Yay! And remember, many decisions we make are reversible or can be changed down the line should we discover that what we chose was not actually what we wanted, like my decision about the name of my membership. So now I want to show you a quick technique you can use to help you make the right decision for you. So sit somewhere quiet and get comfortable, and take a few deep breaths. And when you're feeling relaxed, think about a decision that you are considering making. Take one of the options into your mind. And notice how it makes you feel in your body. Does this choice make you feel heavy or light? Does it make you feel excited and enthusiastic? Or does it give you a sinking feeling? Do you feel expansive when you think about it? Or do you feel yourself contract? Now take another potential option into your mind and notice how taking this path makes you feel. Does this option make you feel heavy or light? Does it make you feel excited and enthusiastic, or does it give you a sinking feeling? Do you feel expansive when you think about it, or do you feel yourself contract? Now, does one option give you a sense of relief or of rightness or of joy over the other? Now, based on what you've just experienced, imagine that a friend had this decision to make. What would you advise her to do? So you can sit for a moment and allow any insights to filter down to you, or go over any of the previous steps, just to really allow yourself to notice in your body how an option, a choice, option A or option B or C or D, whatever, how that feels to you. So that is a really simple process that can help you to get in touch with your inner feelings, your gut feeling, your intuition about what the right thing is for you at this time. So there we have it. I'm going to wrap this up for now. But before I go, I have a free guide that can help you to move beyond indecision and make the right choice. It's my How to Stop Worrying guide that teaches you how to stop the worry when it starts to consume you, and how to master your mind rather than it controlling you. So in it, I describe a process and a lot of steps that can help you as well with your decision making and to stop you stewing about it. So you can get my How to Stop Worrying guide at theinspirationcloud.com/SYO52. Those are the numbers 52, and I will put a link in the show notes. Now, if you're interested in taking your well-being to the next level and being better than happy, why don't you sign up to the waitlist for my upcoming Better Than Happy membership? I've been talking about it for ages, but you know what it's like. Things always take longer than you think. But I'm beavering away. I'm getting there. And soon I will be unveiling it. It's getting very close. So the Better Than Happy Zone is a monthly membership where I'll be teaching my most powerful top-down techniques to sort yourself out, to free yourself of your hang-ups and blockages, and to take charge of your mind and nourish your soul. If you've been listening to this podcast, then you'll know I'm all about giving you the tools you need to transform your life. And in the Better Than Happy membership, there will be all sorts of trainings so that wherever you are on your path to greater well-being, you can start right there and then take the next step when you're ready. There will be mini courses, hypnosis sessions, guided meditations, EFT tapping videos, neurolinguistic programming techniques, mindfulness training, the ageless wisdom teachings, and a lot more. So you will have all that you need, all the tools and practices and techniques to not just heal your life, but to make it more meaningful and fulfilling and peaceful and all round beautiful. And I'm making this transformation process enjoyable for you too, using these really fun and engaging animated videos that you're going to love. So it's not going to be boring slideshows and talking head videos with my head there going blah, blah, blah. Seriously, you're going to love learning this way. It's going to be fun. So if you are ready to transform your well-being and be better than happy and would like to get on the wait list to be kept informed, go on over to theinspirationcloud.com/membership and sign up, and I will keep you informed. So this is a really good idea as well, because the people who are on my wait list will be getting a special early bird offer and early access to the membership. Okay, my friend, that is all for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. So take care of yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for listening to the podcast. I really hope you found it helpful and full of uplifting ideas that you can put into practice in your life. And if you have, chances are your friends and family will too. So please share it with them on social media. You'll be helping them to sort themselves out, because I bet you think they need it, right? But seriously, you'll also be doing me a huge favor, and I will be eternally grateful for your generosity. It would also be lovely if you would leave me a review on iTunes, preferably a nice one, please. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast while you're there. If you have any questions or would like me to address a certain topic, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at info@theinspirationcloud.com. Have a good one, folks. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.